Hello, Daisy Cakes. This is Daisy X Machina, the drag queen detective who investigates all things speculative in science fiction, fantasy, and horror. And this is a Get Ready With Me where I get into drag to film a video later today. And we have Mooney. Let us know how it's going in Israel. Things are crazy in your parts of the world. I hope you are safe and sound. Lynette is here. John Crow is here. And I heard something about Hawaii, John, about some dam breaking or something. I don't know. Alrighty. And as usual, how is everyone's reading going this week? I've been reading some Hugo books, but I will share with you since I released it this week. Silva, I am getting like hard copies of these. Very I'm glad I read this book. I'll just say that. It's not a type of book I would normally read. And it's, I kind of want to say magical realism, but it probably isn't. Um, but it is based, it's really weird. This is a French author, Vercours. His wife at the time was an English woman. This translation was her translation. So the wife translated the husband's work, but it is based on an English novel called Lady into Fox, where a woman turns into a fox, and this one is the opposite, a fox turning into a lady, but they're told in a very parallel way. So it's fun to read both, and the Garrett or something is the you'll see in my video next week, but it is on Project Gutenberg, and I'll leave a link. Anyway, not sure if you want to read it. I'm glad I read it. There we go. A dam in Oahu is very dangerous due to the amount of rain, and there's been evacuations. Yeah, scary. Which island do you live on, John? I don't even think I remember. Lori is here. Hey, Lori. It's crazy. However, the worst happened yesterday. I came to work and only one cashier came to work. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be going out myself. Oh, you read Around the World in 80 Days. Have I read that? That's Vern. I mean, obviously I've read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and did he write Forbidden Island or Mysterious Island? Yeah, Mysterious Island. I don't know if I've read Around the World. I saw the movie with Shirley MacLaine playing a Indian princess. I think she later in life regretted playing that role. I also read Year of Wonders, historical novel about the Plague Village. 3 out of 5. Interesting. We're still having interference due to the storm, so I'm going to pop in and net. Okay, no problem. Okay, you're on Maui. Bewitching by Sylvia Mormo Garcia. I like the title. I don't know about this author or the book. I think I'm thinking of Bewitched when I see that title. Okay, guys, I need to get into drag, and I didn't think far of what I was going to do today. I grabbed a white wig that I haven't worn in a while, and I don't want to do a black and white look, but something very dramatic, maybe. Maybe I'll just go with purple. Actually, if I'm wearing a white wig, I really like that cotton candy look I did a while ago, which was like sherbet, lavender, and blue. Was that it? Maybe I want to do a multi look. I'll do orange. I want to do orange and yellow, but I don't want to do sunset. But if I mix it in with purple, yellow, purple, orange. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Mysterious Island, read that last year. Yeah, I like that one. Terrible movie, though. I hear the West Coast heat wave is due to our two Kona storms. Well, that could be it because it's here in, I live in Vegas, and here it's been getting into the 90s, which is a little early to get that high for us. Finished to consider Phlebas, now reading Treasure Island. Thank you for sharing back. Those are really disparate books. Still reading The Wax Child. 75 here today, which is practically unheard of for this time of year. Sylvia. Oh, yes, I read The Daughter of Dr. Moreau. So that's what The Bewitching is. Okay. Getting my book collection down to 250 books hasn't worked. It looks like it's going to be around 300. What? So it's supposed to be growing. Okay. I'm going to do, how should I do this? No, I'm second guessing myself. Oh, who cares if I wear a white wig? I want to do purple. But I know I have purple cream. I don't think I've used cream in a while for underneath the colors. This to make it like darker and more striking. Yeah, I need to watch myself because I am getting these um, physical copies of books now because these old Hugos, I don't understand the pricing on Amazon. You can buy them cheaper used than you can buy the ebook, which doesn't make sense to me. And what's the place I'm using now? Pangborn? Yeah, yeah. Pango, Pango books. I like that. I think it's kind of like eBay, but it's only for books. They have different sellers. Okay, here we go. That was really good, but I don't know if I can duplicate it on the other side. But my worry is I'm going to get overflowed with books again. Which any of you who read a lot know can be easy to do if you get hard physical books. One thing I've gotten used to on my Kindle is not only being able to adjust the print, but you could like tap on a word and get the definition, or if it's foreign words, you can like highlight it and it'll translate it for you. Especially some of the sci-fi writers from the 60s, they have quite the vocabulary. I have very few books that I have not read or not in the process of reading. Yeah, I'm like that too, Lori. I prefer, but because I'm doing this Hugo series, I am having like two or three books um in the can, not in the can, in the queue. Decluttered a long time ago. I've heard of Pango books. The only issue they say are shipping to Israel, but this, yeah, I'm not sure about that. I've I'm not sure how international they are at all. But if you live in America, I missed Buffy. I saw the original Buffy movie with Alicia Alicia Silverstone. And I for some reason I don't think I was watching much TV back in the days, and I've always worked the swing shift, which means I back in the day when there used to be prime time, I would work during prime time. So I'd miss a lot of those shows. So that's just one. And I never really got into the X Files like other people did. Like I liked the concept of X Files more than I did Buffy. But even then, I wouldn't catch enough episodes to really consider myself an X Files fan. I wanted to buy a new copy of Davy by Edgar Pangborn, but prices are too high. My own copy is falling apart, so I'll have to get the ebook. Yeah, we'll be talking about Davy in future episodes. I watched all. Oops, one of the actors has passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I watched all of Buffy years ago. Hey, Salty. Thank you for joining. Xander. Xander died? Nicholas Brendan. He wouldn't have been that old. 54. That is really young. Also, Buffy's sis, the actor who played, died last year as well, even younger. Yeah, it's weird hearing about actors you've grown up with passing away. But I'm getting old enough now where I am surprised some of the actors I grew up with are still alive. That's interesting. I try to buff this out. Again, this is cream, like you guys care. This is the biggest shock for me of an actor passing away was Catherine O'Hara, the SCTV. I saw her back when SCTV was a thing, and just being someone I've grown up with when I was a kid, and just thinking since she's been around in like Schitt's Creek and um, that she would just be around forever. Especially when it's so sudden. Okay, we're getting maudlin here. I am going to go to Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary. Hail Project Mary this week. I don't even know how much the cinema costs nowadays. It's been years since I have been. It's gotten pretty pricey depending, well, I don't know in your area, but um, if I go with Dennis, so that's for two people, and if we decide to get any type of candy or popcorn or something, I think you're looking at like $50 for two, so $25 a person. Actually, it could be more than that. Anyway, I'm just putting the black line just to see where I want to stop. Ooh, that's way not. Okay, good enough. Good enough. I'll be here all day. Can't wait till it streams. I care that it's cream. Okay, the purple. This is actually an eye primer, colored eye primer. Gone are the days when the cinema was an affordable recreation. I used to love to go to the movies on Tuesdays, dollar showing. Well, if you move to Vegas, there are a few places. There's a Palm, which is a casino and has a movie theater, and I don't think theaters really care that much about movies. I mean, to make money, but they have like $5 matinees during the week, and it's mostly like retired people going. So. Okay, so I have the cream, the black powder. Now I'm going in with the purple powder. And let's start really dark. And then go lighter. I'm wondering how this is going to look with the white wig. Might have. Definitely got pigment. Like it might be a good movie. I used to pay half price of a half price on pension day. Oh, interesting. Yeah, 225. It is kind of sad that we're seeing kind of the end of movies, really. But I kind of understand it. I mean, it's you can get it goes to streaming so quick, and streaming is has become such good quality, and people have like really nice TVs now, big screen TVs. I used to love going to movies when I was growing up, and it did feel like a big treat. If you didn't catch them in the theater, it seemed like it'd be forever before you could ever catch it on TV. Well, I think I need to go to black. I think, well, let me try dark. The other thing about growing up now that surprises me is how um, protected, and maybe this is a good thing. I don't know. I don't have kids, but how protective people are with kids like wandering when they're really young. Like, I mean, when I was 7 and 8, I was running around, uh, going from my house. I'd walk to school. I'd go to like the downtown. I lived in a small town in Carmel Valley. Um, but the downtown was like just a couple of stores, but I would go in there, to get candy and whatever. But I was never under any adult supervision. But now it seems that's unusual. Ooh, I'm missing a lot. I watched a documentary where half the sound stages in Hollywood were empty and they are already cutting back on the other half. Huh. Don't remember that book. Oh, I found a book of Arthur Conan Doyle's father's illustrations. He was a delightful artist. Oh, interesting. I recently heard that the Brothers Grimm had a younger brother that was an artist that did some illustrations for their first books. I thought that was interesting. I don't have much interest in movies, though I am part of the reason movies are going away. Yeah. When I went to the movies as a child, they still had serials, which meant you had to go regularly. Oh, wow. Like those Flash Gordons or whatever. Hey, DK, another week, DDC, Dungeon, no, DCC? DDC. Dungeon Crawler Carl's DCC. Seems to be ruining me. As a kid, I went home when some of the street lights went on. Oh yeah, that was my rule. Come home before it gets dark. I still read some printed books, but mainly audio. Okay, thank you, DK. Went to got a bunch of audiobooks for the next few weeks as I'm having surgery Wednesday and won't be able to read with my eyes. Yipes. Is it cataracts? I've heard a lot of good things about the audio on Dungeon Crawler Carl, so maybe I should check that out. But I've been waiting for the right time to pick up the next book. I've been trying to ration myself. It was that rule in winter in Scotland, not so much in the summer. Sometimes they did not come on. Oh, the streetlights? Okay. I think this is okay for the purple. I was gonna go, well, maybe I'll just do a real little bit of uh, black. So I do need it here. I know you probably aren't even seeing anything. You haven't done Dungeon Crawler Carl audio? No, I haven't. It is really good, even though I still prefer audio for rereads, not the first read. Hmm. Not eye surgery, but weakness afterwards to hold up books. Got it. Oh, John knows. Ludwig Grimm. Yep. Maybe there will be a movie TV series on Dungeon Crawler. There has to be. I mean, it's gotten so big. It has to be. They're working on some adaptations. Yeah, I'm not really tracking either. Okay. Cut crease and then I think I better just do silver. Actually, no, I need to do the eyeliner first. On. I'm quiet as I do my eyes. And cut the crease. Actually, I think I'm going to do white crease and just do some purple uh, in it. I think Dungeon Crawler Carl would be good animated, but I don't know if it'd be that popular. But I mean, it's just so. One of the main characters is a cat, Princess Donut, and I don't know how I'd feel about her in live action because I've seen it done so bad before. But she'd be it's a necessary and one of the coolest characters in the franchise. I just saw the new season of One Piece, which is on Netflix. It's a Japanese manga. I really like the live action. Now, I've never really been a manga fan, even though I read comics. I don't remember seeing any actual Japanese manga in comic book stores or even regular bookstores until like the 90s. And I was, by that time, I was kind of over or getting over getting comics. So I'm not that familiar with the genre or specifically One Piece, but it feels like very kid friendly or kid focused because the humor is um, very silly. It's very whimsical. Even though there are some like serious storylines, it's mostly, it seems to me, designed to appeal to a younger audience, which is fine by me. But it is amazing what they can do now with live action. So maybe it's possible to do Princess Donut justice. Let me try to throw silver over this. No idea what to start today. Probably nonfiction off my reading list. Well, you have 300 books to choose from. But I read that cat book that Daisy recently read. The Cat Shelter. I love that book. I thought it was so much fun. Live action with animals is tough. Expensive for the main character to be CGI, but AI might really lower those costs. True. New comics just got so expensive from the 80s to 90s. Yeah. I have been looking at a lot of AI cat video shorts. They're getting up to all sorts of things. I have the complete Calvin and Hobbes, but I haven't read them all. Oh, really? Oh, that'd be fun to read. I don't know. Oh, I think I did. I'm thinking way back to the 80s or 90s, 80s, where I did have a Calvin and Hobbes books, but they do. Oh, let me actually do silver. No, let me do white. Gotta be so wishy-washy. Okay. Did you enjoy it? Yeah, let me know what you rated it. I mean, the story itself was amazing, but I really liked the characters of the sister and the I don't remember anyone's name, and the main character and the magician, and actually I liked all the characters. The police officer. Let me. Oh, I need to go on to Chroma Cake. If you want to read a strange one. I am curious about Emily Wilde's, not Emily Wilde's. That's the name of a character. Fawcett. Let me look it up. Her other books, because I do remember I've almost uh, got her books before from Shelve It or Shove It. Because they do feel like cozy fantasies. Heather Fawcett. They do feel like cozy fantasies, and sometimes it's nice just reading a simple story. I don't really want romantasy or heavy romance books, which a lot of these cozies do. Or maybe I should just get over it. But the Cat Shelter book did not, for me, really seem to, well, it felt more of a relationship of friendship first before romance. I have to say, I've been really enjoying my Shove It or Shove It books this year. I would read more if I could stay off of YouTube. I've been using AI to help me decide which books to keep. Oh, interesting. YouTube consumes much of my free time, such that I don't want movies or TV shows. Yeah, I still watch TV. Usually my YouTube use is when I'm at work and just want something on. So I do feels like I watch a lot of YouTube, but like after on weekends, um, when Dennis and I are just like eating dinner or watching TV, we'll watch like TV shows. Like One Piece. I am craving now more movies because I've just gotten burnt out on all those streaming shows when they drop like 10 episodes at once. I used to love that, but now it's like, oh boy, if I start watching this, it's going to be a commitment. Oh, I have been watching The Pit, which is a medical emergency room drama, which has been thankfully just coming out like once a week on HBO. This side looks so much better than the other side. Oh well. Just setting the black with black powder. Okay. As far as YouTube is concerned, I have no idea why I'm interested in Japanese micro apartments. Isn't that weird? Well, part of it is the algorithm. Like if you find one thing that's mildly interesting, it'll start showing you more and more and more, which is dangerous if you like watching the occasional political video, because then you just get inundated. More understandable than people watching making crossbows. Sounds interesting too. Okay, let me dust off. Okay, it's the flat brush I was using. There's a new season of that I think New Zealand show. I don't think you liked it, Lynette. It's Deadlock. I think it's funny. Evie! You either missed these or I'm horribly late. Hello, Evie. Thank you for joining us. I've subscribed to the ones I'm interested in because Rose has so many jewelry and pet stuff on her YouTube. Hey, she was only Evie. Yeah, it's really hard to share a YouTube account. I mean, we share mine, but I have two personas, Daisy and sort of non-Daisy. So Dennis uses the non-Daisy and I do the Daisy stuff. But you're always interested in what the other person is, especially if they're Filipino. Like watching Filipino stuff or Tagalog language shows. But you have to be wary about the algorithm too, because I don't know what I was watching, but I was like getting trans channels by trans creators popping up. And so of course a video came up about a trans person detransitioning. So I watched that video, and then of course I got tons of video recommendations about detransitioners. So I'm like, oh my god, maybe there is an epidemic. But then you look up the numbers, and it really isn't. Okay, these really are not even. But premium is great, great. Yeah, I don't have premium. How much is premium? I don't even know. I don't think I could watch YouTube with commercials. My friend does, and they are getting really intrusive. Um, well, my thing is like you only have to watch them for like 4 seconds, and then you skip them. I do think they're getting um, more difficult to watch that way, especially if you watch on TV, because for some reason TV is different and they last longer than 4 seconds. So I guess you could watch on TV and just cast it. I mean, watch it on your phone and cast it to the TV. So Okay, this is way darker. Okay, I think that's how I'm going to do my eyes today. Still have to put up with product placement in videos, ads growing in almost every medium, sponsorship. Facebook is getting overrun with ads. Still waiting for books to be 30 pages longer with 30 pages of ads. Oh gosh. Tracking makes it worse. I bought one mattress topper and then got a week of topper. Yeah. That's what I'm saying about the algorithm. Um, I think I'm going to do a red lip. I was thinking that maybe I should do purple, but I have a purple topper. Okay, let's start with red. Let's do my normal red. I always think I want my lips to be bigger, but then I regret it if I do. Okay. I don't mind looking through all the ads at the back of old books. Old comics had some great, yes, the yeah, the X-ray goggles, all sorts of weird stuff in comics. I think I remember getting because I was really into like little figures, little play figures. I think I remember getting army, like a bag of army men, but they were really hard plastic, a lot smaller than I thought they were going to be. Not like the army men that you would get from the store. Blasphemy. I just got. Do I have the book here? Well, I haven't announced it yet, but in the center of the book was um, was an advertisement that looks like a postcard, sort of like a thicker cardboard insert, but it was like part of the book. But it was for Kent cigarettes on one side, and on the other side, it was still for Kent cigarettes, but it was if you send in the box tops or the tops of the cigarettes, you could buy like a popcorn machine at a discount or a big coffee maker. It had all sorts of weird stuff. The Army Men fishing set, X-ray glasses, sea monkeys were big. I wanted X-ray glasses, but it was hard to send them from Tasmania. American comics did not really hit the UK till the aughts, huh? Or 80s. Okay. Six. These Did anyone else have sea monkeys? I think they're like shrimp brine or something. Um, Mine never lasted. I think I just got it once, but I had a friend, our neighbors, that had sea monkeys, and I guess they took really good care of them because you could actually see the little shrimp. But I was so disappointed they didn't look like the humanoid uh, figures on the package. Let this dry for a sec. I used to buy the Harvey I don't know that one. Harvey. Oh, Richie Rich, Little Dot. Okay, I did get Richie Rich. And Casper. That was the Casper era. Some of the old comics are worth lots of money. I did buy some of the reprint collection, but the Richie Rich one sold out quickly. Interesting. I did get Hot Stuff and Casper. I don't remember. Hot Stuff, the little devil. I wanted Sea Monkeys. My cousin got the Sea Monkeys. I got the 12.95 fishing tackle stuff. Actually, 12.95 is expensive in those days. Although I have no recollection how much I spent for those stupid army men. But that was also the day where you could order like books from the back of books. Like who knows, two yeah. It's an advertisement for a John Updike book in the back of Silva, but you can't order. This one, well, this is a UK book, so anyway. Okay, I'm going to put a little of this topper just in the center. I have to spread it around so it looks weird. Okay. If you got the 3D glasses with the book, he was disappointed that it wasn't like the commercials. 3 fishing pole and a bunch of fishing lures. Thank you, John. Eyes are fantastic. I think if I had lived in the USA in the old days, the Sears catalog would have been my downfall. Yeah. I mean, that's how, I mean, every fall there would be like the toy section for, so you could, well, the way we did it is we would circle the toys. The back of the catalog. What was I doing? Oh, lashes, of course. Yeah, but I would live for the toy section of the Penny's catalog. We actually have a Penny's here in Vegas near where I live. I've never been in. I think it's probably it would be a little sad looking, but yeah. Sears or Penny's. Um, her father grew up without toys because his mother didn't approve of them. Oh dear. I may deal with the Airfix Army boxes in 172 scale. I don't know what that is. I think if I would have been allowed dolls, I would have been into those. But, back then, I did have one friend where his parents let him, it was a boy, and his parents let him get Barbies. That just blew my mind. Maybe he inherited them from his sister. I think this is about out. But I love like play figures. And I'm talking about those like little army men. Oh, I need to share this. I think I had spacemen too. I remember my friend that had the dolls had a I think it was an easy bake oven, but it looked like a miniature oven. I mean, it was like the cube shape with, I think it wasn't avocado, but it was that burnt umber color that was really popular in the 70s. Um, but we would use it to make shrinky dinks, which is the stupidest toy in the world. Little plastic bits you would cut out or paint or use a pen to color in, and then you'd heat them up and they would shrink. Okay, I think this is it for the makeup. Mom thought model kits and toy soldiers were a waste of money. Well, for me, the model kits, I think I've talked about this before, that I wasn't that dexterous. I guess I was really wanting models, excuse me, when I was like 7, 8, 9. But I didn't have the coordination and I didn't have any brothers or sisters around and my parents didn't want to help me. So it would just become this mess, this gluey mess that never looked that never looked good. I think my cousins may have had a Star Trek. Was it the Enterprise? It was the Klingons, Klingon ship that I thought was amazing, but no one would buy that for me. She didn't approve of children being hit either, which was unusual in the 20s and 30s. Also unusual in the 60s or 70s because my parents definitely hit me. So he had toy less but non-violent since childhood. Interesting. I love so many toys that show boxes of toys that I collect. Hot Wheels being the current affliction. Yeah, I was never into Hot Wheels. I had a couple, and I had those racing plastic strips, but I wasn't a collector. But I know boys who were big collectors. I still have some of my old toys. I don't have any. I think I have one stuffed animal my stepmother had saved for me. I used to throw things out without asking. Best toys still in their boxes were stolen. Oh no, by a cleaner. I was really disappointed when I got my Mr. Potato Head. I don't recall. That's for like toddlers, isn't it? I don't remember. I think Mr. Potato Head was around. But old toys are big business. Yeah. Had a Batman freeze ray gun, a Spectrum SPV, and a Thunderbird 2. Wow. I have a bunch of this Trek ships from the 90s. The Eagle Moss ones. Set a big Hot Wheels convention in Vegas about a week ago. Oh, wow. Okay, so like I said, I got a white wig. This isn't the black or white makeup, but I think these are called Bohemian, large Bohemian necklace. And I got my daisy, black and white daisies. But when I wear them, I think they look like fried eggs. What? A Doctor Who potato head? I've never heard of that. Remote control Batmobile. Yeah, a friend of mine, he could be the guy that had models that I think he had helped because he was my age, but he had pristine models. But he had a Batmobile that was so cool. I mean, I really coveted it. But it was like metal and the doors would work. And for the wig, I haven't worn this in a while. This is, I know it looked like a big white afro, but modeled after, it was modeled after Dolly Parton in 9 to 5. Oops. I keep forgetting I have this face tape. So let me put this on. Match my face back. Okay. Okay. Let's, I think the last time I wore this was to the Star Trek convention where I had the blue, I did a blue face and blue uh, antenna, and what's called them tentacles, antenna for um, Dorian. Dinky. Oh, thank you, Lynette. Let me, oh, I saw 9 to 5 at the theater. Did I? I might have seen 9 to 5 at the theater too. And Dorian, thank you. Um, I can't recall. I'm pretty sure I saw it in the theater. Yeah, I'm not sure the purple works with this. I think if I had a purple jewelry or a purple top, it would balance it more. Thank you, John. Okay, guys, I think this is it. This is the final look, all purple. And I'll be filming. Actually, I think I'm going to be filming a Shelve It or Shove It today. But this coming week, you will see my review of Silva by Vercours. Yeah, I can't actually think of another author that has one name. Well, Colette, maybe. Um, maybe it's a French thing, but Vercours. Okay. Um, yes, thank you again. And as usual, may all the books you read be